Hey everybody, it is Margaret and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures, and in today's video we're going to be talking about shipping. It's specifically setting up shipping for your eBay listings and then also some tips and tricks for shipping, whether you're new, whether you're a veteran at selling online. And also I am live, so towards the end I'll take any questions if you guys have questions about shipping that come up. Also, my stream is saying that it might be a bit slow, so hopefully you won't experience too much buffering. But yeah, I am live, so if you are there, say hello. If you're watching later, there's a chat to the side where you might be able to see people making comments, writing questions, and if you're on your phone, it will be down below. If you are new here, welcome. I would love to have you subscribe. My channel is all about finding ways to improve your knowledge in order to make more money, whether it's selling online or creating shirts for merch by Amazon or just all sorts of different things. So we have lots of fun here and I would love to have you join in. So with that being said, I have my subscribe button I like to share. There's that. I just made that, so that's always fun. Okay, so let's jump into it. I'm going to try to stay on topic today because I know sometimes I get a little bit off track talking in the chat, but I'm going to stay on topic until I get through the main portion, and then I'll jump into the chat and say hey to everybody and see if there's any questions. So thanks for coming, everybody. All right, so starting off, I just want to say that the number one thing that I had issues with when I first started selling online was shipping. I figured out what I like to pick up and sell. I figured out how to list things and describe things, figured out how to take pictures, but I had a lot of problems figuring out the shipping. Sometimes I was way over, sometimes I was way under, and I had to eat the cost, and that really hurt. So it took time for me to figure it out. So in this video, I'm hoping that I can ease that for some of you guys. So let's take a look at that's the wrong one. That's also the wrong one. Sorry, I clicked on the wrong things. So two sites to look at. Well, one in particular is the USPS site, which is, I ship through USPS. I know some people use FedEx, but I use United States Postal Service. So what I've done over here is I've created a fake listing. So I'm pretending like I have everything already filled in, all of this stuff. And the part that we're going to focus on is down here where it says shipping. It's coming. Here it is, shipping details. So on shipping details, I just want to walk through what the different sections are because it can be, I mean, look at how big this is, how many options there are. So I just wanted to walk through the different options that are there, what they mean, and how you decide for your item what to choose. So starting off, in the first box there, this is just for domestic shipping, just within the United States. So here's what I did when I finally figured out what I wanted to do when I was learning how to ship. So the first drop down, the flat rate, this would be, you would use flat domestic shipping. Let's say you knew, I have a couple objects here. Let's say I've got this and I know that I want to ship it flat rate. So in the USPS, there are a few different options as far as shipping. Let me jump over to that real fast so you can see. So when you come over here to the United States Postal Service site, if you go to mail and ship and come where it drop down to where it says calculate a price. So when you select that, you can, again, I'm just focusing on the domestic shipping here. So within the United States, I would put in, okay, so where's it coming from? It's coming from me, so that's that. And then where's it mailing to? So if it's a flat rate, it doesn't really matter because within the United States, a flat rate will ship for the same price anywhere. But what I liked to do was I would come and find, what's the farthest place I can think of? Hawaii, okay. Hawaii zip code. So I'll need this for later. So I would find this Hawaii zip code 96701 and I would come and drop it in there because I wanted to be safe, you know, so no matter where it went, the farthest possible option, I would be okay. So I would select this and then come on. Now if I'm doing flat rate, it's going to be the same price, but if I do calculate a price, it's going to pop up those options as well. So let's say that the item is 1 pound, 4 ounces. I guess I should have said this in the beginning. One of the things that you will need is a scale, whether it's, you know, a small mailing scale, or if you're selling bigger items, a larger mailing scale. And I have a link to one down below that you could use. So let's say that the item is 1 pound, 5 ounces. This is a pretty heavy, I don't think this is that heavy, but anyway, once with the packing and bubble wrap and everything, that's what it's going to be. So I select package. And then here we'll give you all of the different options. Let me slide this over so you can see it a little better. So here we have, when I do that, it makes it responsive and takes away the pictures. Do you guys need the pictures? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, well, we'll just figure it out. I'll slide me over. How about that? I am locked. I can't slide me over. Hang on, let me do this real fast. Let me move me up out of the way. Okay, so we're looking at flat rate here. So these are just the different options if I'm sending something that's 1 pound, 3 ounces to Hawaii, or the furthest possible option. So again, I'm looking at, am I wanting to create a flat rate price? So that would be, these are the options down here. You'll see where it says large flat rate. I don't think I'm going to use a large flat rate box. It's really big, right? So that would be $18.90. So what I would do is on eBay, I would come over here, and let's say I just did want that. Then I would come over, oh dear, and select, here it is, US priority, large flat rate. Can y'all see that? Did it drop down for you? I don't know. And then you would type in how much that would be, you know, $18.90. Now you do get a shipping discount with eBay, so you might be a few cents over. It's not a whole lot. So there's that. Okay, so but you're not going to use that size box. So I might, if I was going to do flat rate, it might end up in a medium one, because the small flat rates are like this big. They're little. So if I was choosing that, then I would come find medium flat rate. This is the price, and that's what I would pop in there into that. But chances are likely that I'm not going to use flat rate on that. I'll show you what I use flat rate on usually. So if I want to calculate my price, I'm going to come over here and select priority mail. Anything that's over a pound is going to go priority mail unless it's something else, but generally. So priority mail. So I'm going to come over, let's see, here we go. And this is where I can take a look at what my price should be if I was sending it just regular priority mail, not flat rate. I would come down here. I don't want express because that's, you know, 2 days. It's going to be really fast. So regular priority mail, 3 days. This is flat rate, flat rate, flat rate. I don't really pay close attention to the regional rate A or B generally. So a priority mail 3-day for that item going to Hawaii would be $12.90. So coming over here, if I'm calculating it, going priority, handling time just means how long will it take you to box it up and put it in the mail. So I have 1 day handling time, but if you work or you do something else and you need longer, then you can change that to 3 days or whatever you want. I don't generally do a handling cost. That's just extra money on top of, you know, for packing and shipping and all that. So we'll get to international in just a second. But what you'll do where it's saying calculate the price, you're going to come down here to package weight and dimensions. I don't usually fill in the dimensions of the box because I might change my mind. So I do fill in the weight. So 1 pound, 3 ounces is what I would put. And that calculates the price for the person depending on where they are. Okay, right there. So there's that. Now, as far as international shipping goes, some people sell on the global shipping program. I did for a while. I pulled out of that because a lot of the people, it was easy for me, but a lot of people on the other end didn't like the global shipping program. And I'm going to jump in the chat in just a second once I get through this part. So international shipping, you can do the same way. calculated. The international first class, you can ship things that are heavier. It doesn't have to be under a pound. I can't remember exactly how heavy it has to be, but it will let you know. You know, let's say I want to change this to 15 pounds and try to ship it international first class. Usually it'll tell me, no, you can't do that. When I save it out, it'll say, no, that's too heavy for first class international. Okay, so let me jump into the chat, see if I missed anything, because sometimes I get to talking and I miss a step, and I want to cover it if I did. If not, I'll go back to it. Okay, and I'll go over and talk about the different shipping, because this too, like knowing what's the difference between priority and first class and all of that stuff just blew my brains out when in the beginning. I thought it was graphic, sorry, but I just didn't get it. I kept having to ask the mail guys at the post office, like, what does this mean? What does it mean? First class, priority? I don't understand. I don't speak post office yet. So yeah. Okay. Hey in the chat, Jeff, I don't know about shipping live fish or the size of the box for shipping cats. So you'll have to get with your local post office for that. Thanks, guys. I've been wondering about standard shipping. Is it USPS? Okay, I'll get to that in just one second. Jill, hey. Nice. Let's see. Yeah, I am ignoring you, Jeff. Okay, cool. I'm looking to see if there's any. You never do calculated. Okay. See, and that's everybody has their own deal with how they prefer their shipping. Like, I don't do free shipping. I've done it in the past, but I don't particularly like free shipping. You know, you add the price into your item. And then the problem I was having with free shipping is I do best offer. So people didn't take into account when they would send me a best offer that also includes the shipping price. Or when I was beginning, I would forget and accept a best offer and then realize, I didn't leave enough like meat there for my shipping, you know? So it was just too much of a hassle for me personally. Have you done one of these shippings for Etsy? Because I'm all ready, but I can't figure out the shipping. I have. It's been a while, but I can do another one with the Etsy one as well. So, do I use popcorn or bubble wrap? I use bubble wrap. I don't use the popcorn things because they annoy me. I get annoyed when I get them because they go everywhere, you know. So I don't usually use the popcorn stuff. Personally, that's just it. Am I making a huge mistake using eBay shipping calculator? I don't know. Let's see. For whatever reason, I can never get the calculated shipping to calculate correctly for the buyer. So if I know it's going to be heavier, I use a flat rate. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. Let me go through this real quick, and I'll go back to the eBay part of it. Okay, so on this, these are the different options for USPS. So Priority Express, now with Priority Mail, that's where you're going to get the insurance added in. I think it's $50, unless it's changed. I'm pretty sure. Y'all let me know in the chat. So that automatically adds insurance onto your package. So if there's an accident, the package breaks, or the box gets crushed, the item that was in the box is insured. So when it gets to the buyer and it's broken, you can file a claim with the post office because it has that up to $50 insurance on it. Now, if it's a $12 item and you go and try to, because you have to file the paperwork with your listing and everything and say how much it was worth, then you won't get $50. You'll get the price of your item and possibly the shipping cost. Sometimes they vary. Sometimes they allow it and sometimes they don't. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is there, but I've had it happen both ways. So Priority gives you that insurance. Now you can add extra insurance if it's more than that. Also, well, I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so Priority Express, 2 days, it ships faster. So 3 days Priority is just a normal Priority box. Here, I'll show you one. There goes another one. So, like, this is one of the sizes that I like a lot. Sorry if I clicked the wrong one. This is the shoebox size. I use this one for bigger items. So like, it looks like a shoebox, like so. And these ones, again, I feel like I'm going out of order, but you can get these delivered to your house from the postal service for free. So, and I'll link, I have a video showing how to order them and everything like that. So you can get these for free from the post office. They'll deliver them and everything. So there's that. Priority mail. Yay. Okay, now where was I? So flat rate boxes. I keep a few on hand, but I don't use a lot of the flat rate boxes. But what I do use a lot of are the flat rate padded envelopes. Let me show you that. So this is the flat rate padded envelope. And the reason I like this one so much, and again, apologies, I feel like I'm going out of order. I dropped my box that I need. It's over there. Hang on. Let me grab it. I'm grabbing. Here it is. Okay. So, I really am going out of order, but that's okay. I was going to do this at the end, but I share this in my mug video as well. This box is my favorite size box. It's a 6x4x4. I got these ones with my eBay coupon for my eBay store, but you can order this size, 6x4x4, because a lot of the small stuff I sell, a lot of mugs and things will fit into this box. So let me show you what I do. So sometimes I'll get an item in the box, and usually it's less than £1, so I can ship it first class. Sometimes this box will end up being £1 or more, which, let me show you the price difference. If this box, let's say, ended up being £1 and 2 ounces, I wouldn't be able to ship it first class anymore. I would have to ship it priority, right? So priority would be $12.90. Hang on, I think I need to go back because I don't know if I have the envelope on here. Hang on. But if I don't know if it's going to let me show you that. But if I end up sending it inside this, because I can send this box in this envelope, this box will fit in this envelope, then it goes from being, you know, a $12 box to ship to, I think it's like $7. So it saves you quite a bit of money because this box will fit in this envelope. I've heard people say that their post offices give them a hard time. Mine never has. So the box will fit like right inside it, and I'll close it up. And usually I'll tape down the edges like so. But I mean, that shaves like $3 off of the price. So I do that frequently for items that do that. I see some chat. I'll go in there in just 1 second. Also, with this box, another reason I really like it is that it's really easy. If you've heard the term Frankenbox, it's really easy to Frankenbox 2 of them together. So I'll get this and another one. I'll close up the bottom, and then I just slide another one on top to make it a bit taller. So like this item is not going to fit in this box, but if I Frankenbox 2 of them together and do another one on top and then tape around it, then I've got, you know, a good size box for this item. That's what I do sometimes. Okay, let me check in the chat and then I'll go back to the different options of shipping over here. Let's see. Popcorn, yeah, okay. You still use the popcorn. Okay, cool. It's personal preference, I guess. Oh, yeah. Dave's Crest says, yeah, I'm a mail carrier. We hate it when people order a bunch of all the boxes and envelopes at once. Probably the first time you order. And I'm guilty. When I first started, I realized I was like, I need to have some of each on a hand. And then I realized what I don't use. And then I had a whole closet full of boxes. So I took them back up to the post office and had them, you know, where they have all the boxes out for people to use. So I just put them there. For other people, I'll spread the wealth. Sir Thrifts a lot says, I do $4 on anything shipped under 8 ounces, 5 for, here, y'all look over in the chat, y'all can see. Now on Etsy, I do it totally differently. I don't do calculated shipping on Etsy. I do flat prices. So it is different for me on Etsy. Okay, so those are the different priority. Now, retail ground, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, this is like if you are shipping something that, one, it's going to take longer, and two, it can't, something maybe you don't want or can't go air. So like perfumes, you can't send through priority. It has to go ground shipping because of the alcohol. It's flammable and things like that. And then media mail, this is only for books and media, CDs, movies, things like that. So it's a little bit less expensive, but there's specific things you can put in those. Okay, so let me come back over here and show you a couple other things on the shipping details on eBay, and then see if I forgot to tell you anything, because it's likely. Charlotte says, I'm from England. I ship all jewelry using a padded mailer. It cost me $3. Oh, that's nice. Okay, yeah. I have a little, I'll share that in a second for my padded mailers and what I do, because I sell a lot of jewelry. Okay, so on domestic shipping, again, we talked about flat rate and calculated. I've never used freight. Are you guys seeing that drop down? It's dropping down for me, but it's not dropping down for you, so, or where I can see it. Hopefully it is. I've never shipped anything freight. And then no shipping is local pickup only, which I've also never done. So another thing that you can do, pardon me, my mouth is really dry, is offer additional services. So let's say I'm going to ship this particular thing priority, but let's say I want to give the person the option to get it, second day air, or I want to give the person the option, where's the other one, to get it, ground, or what, you see the different options in here. So, or next day, if you want to send it quicker. So you can set up as many different ones as you want in here to give the buyer options about how they want to receive the item. Or if it's an item that is, let's say the item is 13 ounces and it's generally going to go first class, that's another way you can, let me get back. I missed it. So you can have it sent priority, or you can say, okay, it can come first class if you want first class instead as well. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking in the chat real fast. So the 6x4x4 boxes, I've gotten some. So like these are my eBay ones, but I've gotten them from Amazon, I think Uline. I don't think, another reason I also like these is because this can go first class or priority. I can send it either way. So I like that a lot. There's that. Okay, I feel like I'm forgetting to tell you guys something I was going to tell you. Because you guys know I sell a lot of jewelry. Let me grab this. It fell. Of course. Haha, there it is. So a lot of times, because I sell jewelry, I get these, and these I did get from Uline. These are little padded envelopes. They're small, and this is what I sell a lot. I send a lot of jewelry in. I send everything tracked. I got that question the other day. Everything goes tracked with a first class. First class has tracking or priority has tracking. So things would go in this that wouldn't get broken or stones or things broken off. Otherwise, it will go in this box. And again, if it is too heavy, it goes into the padded flat rate like so. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to check in the chat real fast and then go over one or two more things. Oh, is Dempster Marcus there? Hey, Marcus, nice to see you. Yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while to figure it out too. Hi. Okay, so let's say, sorry if you're scared of dolls, I'm going to show you a doll. So let's say I have this doll. She's handy and she's big, right? So that's why I wanted to show her. Let's say I've got this doll and I want to list her. And if you're new and you're not sure how she would go, my suggestion is make sure you've got a box ready. Make sure you know before you list her. This was one of the things that I did. I'm like, I just listed it and then figured it out later. That was a big problem. So I learned pretty quickly that I need to figure it out first and then list it. So don't do what I did. So I would have to figure out, okay, what size box am I going to have for her? Well, she's got a porcelain head. She's got porcelain arms. So her body's soft and everything, but she's got porcelain parts. So I know I'm going to need bubble wrap. I know I'm going to need a lot of things to cushion her in the box. So her box is going to have to be, a certain length because she's quite long too. Her legs finish right there. So she's quite a long baby doll. Yeah, and so I'm going to need to bubble wrap a whole lot. I don't want to get her dress messed up, so I might need to, bag her as well because I don't want to put her in a box. We ordered something and it was filled with like newspapers, right? So I wouldn't put her in a box with newsprint because that newspaper is going to get on her dress. So you've just got to think about all those little things before you send it out because somebody would be really upset if they got this doll and this really nice dress with newsprint all over it or something like that. So think in advance, what am I going to put her in? I have poly mailers now, like plastic poly mailers. If you don't want to spend the money on those, then you could go to the grocery store and get like they're plastic bags for storage, but they don't have the zipper on them. You know what I mean? But they have like the gallon size, so that might be another option, like putting this part of her in one and then the other part once you have it, but you don't want to get just like a Walmart bag, like from the store, because it might look unprofessional. You know what I mean? So think in advance, find the box in advance, figure it out in advance, measure it, weigh it, so that you're able to get in there and fill in those. And it is at the beginning, it is a learning curve, but trust me, it's worth the time to take to learn it. Unprinted newsprint. Yeah, this is what I have. So this is the kind of, I was going to show you that. I ordered this. I got a ton of it. So this is something I use a lot of as filler and for wrapping things and, but with her, I would definitely need bubble wrap and other things. I just overcharge the shipping and figure it out later. And when I first started, I started doing that because I would get really upset with myself for undercharging. And then I would just have a disclaimer that said, anything over $2 discrepancy in the shipping, I refund. Because I would feel bad if I charged somebody and it was like I ended up making $7 or $5 off the shipping because it wasn't right. Plus, you might end up losing sales from doing that because people will see the shipping and just think, you're gouging me on the shipping. So, yeah, I put that in my disclaimer and on my shop notes and on Etsy and stuff, anything over. I ended up taking it out because now I'm a lot more spot on with my shipping. But at the beginning, that way, if it was off, I felt a little bit better about it by refunding the excess if it was over $2. If it was like 75 cents or, $1 or something like that where I was just barely off, then I didn't. But now, yeah, if it's more than that, I do. Okay, so I think I might have covered everything. Let me double check in here. And I can do another one for Etsy because I do a little bit differently because I do the calculated shipping here. And if you're, anyway, go and check it with the USPS. You can come over here, fill in the size of the box, fill in the weight, fill it all in, and then you can come back and plug it in over here, your package size, your weight, and all of that, okay? So there's that. Oh, yay, I'm so glad that you guys are here, catching me live. If you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. Woohoo! I made that up, and I think it's so funny. Okay, so I think you can get those at the dollar store, the little padded envelopes. Oh, cool, Joel. I'm double checking the chat real quick. If you guys have any tips or if I missed something because it's likely that I forgot something, leave a comment down below. And if you're watching this later, definitely check the comment section because I get tons of amazing comments and great ideas, tips, tricks for shipping, for whatever the content is. But definitely look down in the comments, because lots of great ideas and tips are shared. So definitely leave a tip down below if you have another shipping tip, or if I got something a little bit off that you want to correct me on, which I'm totally fine with. And I think that was everything. I feel like I went really quickly and slightly out of order, but that's okay. Oh, thank you, Nana. Yes, go hit the thumbs up, everybody. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah. Oh dear. Okay. All right. So yeah. All right. Thanks everybody for coming over to watch. And again, go down there and hit the, oh, you love the new subscribe animation. Isn't that funny? Okay. Go over there and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for coming to hang out, everybody. Bye all.